I think the business has changed because of Lynn creating In the Heights. It really kind of has changed the stories that Broadway wants to tell. Suddenly it's stories about brown people. And I'm like, thank God, finally. So since then, I've had a career because of that show.
And being a brown person, I guess, is what you're calling yourself. You're actually from, what is your nationality?
My father is from Ecuador, which is in South America, and my mom is from Honduras, which is Central America.
I'm sure growing up it was harder because you didn't see representation a lot, which is, we hear that a lot, and that how unfortunate that is. But now you've come back to the business and there's this whole door that's open where you're represented, and then you have this chance to audition for this person and you get hired for this national tour, and now you are the person that is representing your color and your ethnicity and your racial background for all of these people in the business.
It was a big deal. That was 10 years ago. And back then was very different than it is now after Hamilton. But we would do shows around the US, and sometimes the audiences wouldn't really get the show. They were like, who are these people? What is this place, Washington Heights? I don't know any Puerto Ricans. I don't know Dominicans. It was kind of a shock for them. Now, because of the movie, like, people are falling in love with the show. And I think it's already being done in regional theaters a lot. I think it's going to get done a lot more now that the movie's out. But it was very powerful for me to perform and meet young performers out there afterwards who wanted, me to sign their program. And in fact, one guy came to see the show in Hollywood 7 or 8 times. He went on to be on tour with me in On Your Feet. And he came up to me. He was replacing me when I was leaving the tour. And he said, I have to tell you, I saw you 7 times in the Heights at the Pantages in Hollywood. And he said, you inspired me to pursue this. And I was like, wow. And that was very powerful for me because there were very few people that I saw growing up on TV that looked like me. And it's a very powerful psychological thing to see yourself saying, oh, he looks like me or she looks like me. I can do what they're doing. That's a very powerful thing.